Good morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 227, part 2 of the workbook, working within our first special central thought of what is forgiveness. And today's lesson is, this is my holy instant of release. Release. And it's one of those words that if you go back and look at previous videos for this lesson, this is my 5th year. There's a lot of them. Then you will see that I refer to release as real ease. It's a term that a dear friend of mine used, and I love language and I love to play with words, as many of you know if you've been here a while. So release, this is my holy instant of real ease. I'm coming into an easeful place as my mind is healing and I realize that I'm already home, that I never really left. That's a very easeful place for me to be and for my mind to be able to relax. And because it's giving up, I'm giving up all of those illusions that I've held on to that come to me courtesy of ego land. Those illusions have never helped. They've never worked. They've never produced anything that is lasting. They can't, because they are temporary. They are ephemeral. They will come and go and go and come again. But I'm at the point now that I'm not interested in illusions. I'm interested in the truth. And the truth is, this is my holy instant of release. This holy instant in the realization that I indeed am as God created me. This is the birthplace of all miracles right now, because I'm realizing that indeed I am as God created me. So the first part of today's lesson is in italics. We know it's prayer, and it says, Father, it is today that I am free. I am released. I am in real ease because my will is yours. I thought to make another will. This is something that is actually addressed in the introduction to part 2 of the workbook, when it says we had a wish that God would fail to have a son whom he created for himself. We wanted God to change himself and be what we would make of him. And we believed that our insane desires were the truth. We thought our desires, our will, were real. But now we're glad that they are undone. Now I am happy to understand that there is no will but God's. Yet nothing that I thought apart from you exists. Because if I'm not thinking with the mind of God, I'm not really thinking. And I am free. I am free because I was mistaken and did not affect my own reality at all by my illusions. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. I am changeless because I am as God created me, and God doesn't create the ephemeral. This is an idea. These are comments that if you read the comments in the after the lessons, there are some that really struggle with this idea of we are not bodies and that God did not create the body. It's something very difficult for us to understand. God only creates what is real and what is forever. The body is not. So God had not a hand in making of this body. So, and I am not changed because the truth of who I am is changeless, because the truth of who I am is as God created me, and I am, as you are, changeless, eternal, timeless, forever. So it did not affect my own reality at all by my illusions, what I thought had happened. Now I give all of those illusions up and lay them down before the feet of truth, what is real, to be removed forever from my mind. That's where they have been living, in my mind, inside job. This is my holy instant of release. Father, I know my will is one with yours. And in lesson 74 was, there is no will but God's. There is no will but God's. There is only God's love. There is only what God would have us be, which is perfectly joyful and happy and filled with his love. Father, I know that my will indeed is one with yours. And so today, this is the second part of the lesson in the text portion. And so today we find our glad return to heaven, which we never really left. The last line in lesson 225, just had it 2 days ago. Okay, so we accomplished these few final steps which end a journey that was not begun. Okay, the home we never really left, the journey that was not begun. That's why it's without distance. When I close my Zoom classes, Tuesdays and Fridays, with a prayer, and part of the prayer is that we realize that we are coming closer to the home we've never truly left. And we've never truly left. The Son of God this day lays down his dreams. Let go of all those illusions and all of those false thoughts, those miscreation thoughts. The Son of God this day comes home again, released in real ease from sin and clad in holiness, with his right mind restored to him at last. Remember, we've had the lessons that no one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. We cannot fail. This is a guarantee. And these last couple of lines, clad in holiness, home again, is very reminiscent of the story of the prodigal child returning home, thinking that they would not be welcomed, and yet they find that their father opens up his arms and brings him in, brings the child in, and holds them deeply, because the father is so happy that the child has returned. Our Father is so happy that we are ready to return. We come this day home again. My home awaits me. I will hasten there. Our Father embraces us. We are truly one again, as we always have been. No place like home, right? Just like I referred to yesterday with the Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home, and we are there. So I hope that helped. So please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, please smile. These are beautiful, hopeful lessons bringing us home, hopeful lessons to bring us home. Take in a deep breath, release it, pray for this awareness to be blessed and come to every single mind. What a different experience we will have in this world. And please be here tomorrow. Namaste.